So I will now do my own statement, and if you want to listen to exactly everything that went down and exactly how ludicrous this situation is, stay tuned. You had your opportunity to speak to me. You didn't. You blew it. I'm not listening to you anymore.
Jesus Christ, who the hell are you? Get out! Paul Bear! I can't believe my eyes! It is Paul Bear! Look at that horrible, hideous face! He's holding that urn! And look, he's not alone! Oh, Marina is filling up with some kind of smoke or fog or something. A very surreal environment that we are all experiencing here in the garden.
So TC, you are creating a game that is designed to have less harassment and keep people safe in their safe space. So may I ask the question, why on earth multiple developers celebrate the fact that the Gears of War professional scene is, quote, toxic and shit-talky? Does that not matter?
So you need to be able to trash talk just to boost your own confidence.
You can play if you don't trash talk in Gears.
It's just to assert dominance. We have about 30 seconds between one round into another, and our coach has said it before. He's about 15-20 seconds of trash talk. So let's...
Guys, come on down to the Gears of War competitive scene where everyone is welcome, nobody is harassed, and it's a safe space. We've got rid of GGZII, so everything's good now. After my suspension, the very first update to the game was a blood spray. The blood spray is STFU. Shut the fuck up. Now then, this is not optional to turn off. If somebody is harassing them in game, they could turn off the game chat or being unkind on Twitter. But a blood spray, every single time you are killed in game, you are told to shut the fuck up or you're given the middle finger. How does that make players feel welcome, safe? Only takes 2 minutes to browse Twitter to pull up several hundred quotes of people being incredibly rude, disgusting, and generally harassing people that made the game.
I didn't need any of you. I didn't need my family members. I didn't need anyone but me. No one. There's not one person in the world that's ever helped me. Not one.
Here it is. This is from me to you. For the words. It's a little out of tune.
Little Austin's gonna sing you a little song here.
TC's woke, my lord. TC's woke. TC's woke, my lord. TC's woke.
Former creator of Gears of War also thought it had gone too woke. Are you gonna ban him?
What?
The esports scene talking shit. People on Twitter talk shit all the time. What? Developers harassed in their own development stream and not banned. What? People insulting on Twitter every single day about the game and attacking developers but not banned. What? Is this a personal ban on GGZII because you didn't like his criticism? What? Why aren't you giving him any communication? What?
To play the game. Oh my God! Look at this! You can feel it! Look at Triple H! You can see it! He's about to explode! You can taste it! Ah! Oh my God! There they go! Right to left! No referee! I am the game! What they represent? You're inviting the wrong man into that ring now! Well, maybe he is, and maybe he's not. By God, let's get it on here! I'll tell you one thing, he's getting ready. Triple H man screwed Stone Cold out of the title, but he'll also beat his ass if he's not careful. Well, let's get it on here. You cost Austin the title, you bastard. Let Triple H get in there fighting. You want to spit him out.
Time to play the game. Time to play the game.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants.
Two-time back-to-back GB Summer finalist, 2008-2009 quarter-finalist, will not apologise when he's done nothing wrong. GGZII did nothing wrong, and you all know it. You all know it. I am not getting on my knees and pleading to be unbanned from this trash game. No, no, no. If your attempt was to silence me, if your attempt was me to get on my knees and...
Mr. McMahon, I think Rikishi's gonna
TC, give me some skins, man. Give me some skins, man. Please.
He owns this company! On Lucifer's lips!
The Vince McMahon Kiss Your Ass Club is officially closed. If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
How's it feel to be humiliated in front of the whole damn world?
15 years. 15 years. That's 1-5. 15 years I've been in the game. Discussing balance, helping developers. And the time has come now to shut me down. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if TC had the puppet strings banning my YouTube channel. I don't know. Speculation! Speculation! Because all I can do is speculate because there's been nil, nada, zip, zilch. No comunicado oficial. None. Nil point, 0 points, sweet fuck all, nothing. So all I can do is speculate. And I speculate that I stung and I put my hand in the wasp nest and I picked that wasp nest up and I volleyed it away. And boy, oh boy, did they try to sting back. They tried to sting back. They tried defaming me on forums. They tried shutting me down on Discord. They tried shutting me down on Twitter. Official accounts subtweeting me. Forum moderators backchatting me. People DMing me. But I'm still here. And I'm still fighting the good fight. Unlike those other motherfucking shills that all kept quiet. Not a single person. Not a single person reached out on their public Twitter account and said, hold on, you might have got the wrong end of the stick here. GGZII has been celebrating pride and mental health and welcoming people into his community since day zero. And he's not done anything wrong in the game. He hasn't even played it for 2 weeks because it's that bad. So I haven't been banned for an in-game reason. I've been banned for an out-of-game reason. Now let's delve into the speculation of what exactly was that out-of-game reason. Now this time, I'll be very careful in the way I word it in case the puppet hands that be at YouTube may ban this video for being, quote, deceptive. So I'll keep this as truthful as I can. On the 3rd of March 2021, after 15 years of daily service to the franchise, I was suspended from everything I could reach on Gears of War. I was unable to access forums, the Discord. Every developer I messaged and community staff member ignored me, and support tickets. I have received no communication back. I was not banned for an in-game reason. I have not played the game. I am not a cheater. I am not an abuser in-game. So it is not an in-game issue. We have an out-of-game issue that has banned me from playing the in-game experience. To illustrate my point, that it was most likely not feedback, 2 developers said I, quote, single-handedly raised the bar for Gears of War feedback, and that your critiques were valid and thought out and never personal. And a developer penciled in multiple meetings based off my videos and the issues it raised. So clearly, the way I approached discussion and balance was okay. Not once was I told to zip it, stop talking, stop being hateful, nothing. I was always welcomed. In 2021, Gears of War 5 had become very turbulent. The game had slowed down. Many people, community members, players, developers and balance staff had left the coalition. Frustrated at the lack of action on what was going on, I took my community position to reach out to the account that was introduced to us via the official Gears of War account, Deedlight. I reached out and I joked to her and I said, I'd like to know how to pronounce that last name correctly. I definitely want to get it right for when I shout about the netcode and the generally awful ranking system. I wanted to immediately grasp a feeling for this person and immediately grasp how far I could go. Could I joke with this person? Was it a personal account? Was it a serious account? The response was this. To be honest, I didn't see this comment until now, but this did make me laugh. I appreciate the detailed commentary and community commentary about the games I'm involved in. The pronunciation in English is kind of like Jano Witz. It's Polish, but I'm Scottish. To which I replied, thank you. In all seriousness, good luck. And she responded with, thanks, good luck, dude, LMAO. This interaction was clearly fun, jovial, and I was definitely allowed to contact this person again on their social media account. A few more months passed and nothing was said. I very kindly reached out in the most polite way possible to ask if there was anything going on. Hi, Deed. It would be wonderful to hear from the new developer. There has been so many people leave the studio and it's all got us wondering what's in store. Are you taking it in a new direction? Any information would be wonderful, smiley face. No response, and I didn't push it, and I didn't pressure her for an answer, I just left it. A few more weeks passed, and the community was a little bit bored. There wasn't much going on. I'm a social media account, I'm a YouTuber, let's liven it up, let's have a bit of a laugh. I looked through the developers' liked tweets, and one of them was this picture of this skunk with this mohawk. I tweeted, warning folks, we have had action on the developer's account. This will be the new Horde boss, or will it be a new Marcus skin? Now clearly, Marcus cannot be a skunk with a pink mohawk. I thought everybody would very obviously know that this was a joke post, especially considering that the two of us has joked before. Now, before we begin, everything's linked in the description with links. Now, when the coalition announced that they were trans-friendly, pro-trans, pro-LGBT, I announced the following. Yes, thumbs up. It's about time we advance the culture of gaming and step forward into a world where we aren't scared to be ourselves. Thanks Gears 5 for being a AAA studio that is brave enough to stick out and do what's right. You know what? In my own community and the responses, many people disagreed with me, but as a community member, as a voice, I believed in that, so I stuck my neck out and I put that tweet out there. I am completely fine with everything like that. Absolutely fine. In fact, I've always been so pro this, and people can vouch for me. I will often tell people when I catch it that in the Discord, if people are using these terms to harass and bully people, they will be, boom, put out of my community. There's a video on my channel just showing that, me kicking out multiple paid subscribers because they were using derogatory terms. People come in my Twitch chat and they'll say, oh, you're playing this map again? This map's gay. I say to them, listen, we're better than that here. Don't use that word. I'm always nipping it in the bud, and I'm always trying to educate and teach people to be better. That's what this channel is about. So for the coalition to heavily imply that my ban was based on this, or at least that's the speculation that's built up in the community because nobody's communicated with me, people have begun to harass me, bully me, send threats, all of this type of stuff based off speculation that your company that is, quote, meant to create a safe space for its community members, you're doing the exact opposite. You're giving me a load of abuse for something I've not done. I can't fathom the reason why I'm banned and why my character has been so poorly portrayed by such a large company. It's disappointing as well that when you factor in multiple community members have given me death threats in-game and there is YouTube footage of it, And I've played with other people and have other community members direct message me to say, hey Z, is there anything you can do? This person in the game is giving me death threats. Those people are still allowed to play the game to this day. The people that spam the hard R word in game chat are still allowed to play this game to this day. TC partner Moo Moo Milk that sent out a public tweet to his 300,000 subscribers that he should find out where I live and break my ankles and physically harm me is still allowed to play this game today and is a YouTube partner. He is promoting your game. Those are the people that should be getting banned, not me. I don't expect to be unbanned. And I don't use this word lightly. I'm disgusted that a 15-year player, 15 years of not just playing, of active service to improve the game, this is how it is. This is how I was treated and how it ended. A ban, perma, with no warning, no explanation. Boom. And a complete lack of understanding for the context of the tweets, because anybody that knows me and my character understands how I always welcome people and let people listen to their side. We only need to give a few examples. Disagreements that happened on the channel. We had a disagreement with Dutch Omnidas. Back and forth, we had different arguments and different opinions. Shook hands, ended up on each other's podcasts. Livo, he tackled my posts on the Discord. He said, I disagree with this and that. I said, I disagree with this and that. We had a discussion on my YouTube page, and we're amicable since. Candice, a Facebook streamer, we had a run-in where I was discussing skins, and through my commentary on skins, everybody started to attack her because she had a custom skin created for her, and, you know, people were saying, oh, why are you wasting time making skins for this woman when the game's bad? And I said, whoa, I'm really sorry that my fans have come over to attack you. And I did a big long video on YouTube apologizing. We ended up having a big long conversation back and forth, me and Candice, and she said, listen, you didn't have to apologize. Those were your fans doing that, not you. And I said, I know, but as a content creator, I need to be better, and I need to put these people sort of in check and say, we don't do that here. That's not the community I want to represent. So I did that, and everything was good. You know, I could sit here and apologize and apologize and apologize, but basically there's only two things that have happened. That incident with this pink skunk, and I'll tell you why it basically blew up, was because the picture of a pink skunk was a person that was coming out. That was the post. Now, when you flick through Twitter, and again, context matters, when you're scrolling through tweet after tweet after tweet, you don't read every single post and every single thread and every single picture and work out all of the relevancy to it. I just saw a picture and made a Horde joke and a Gears of War skin joke. And to note, even if, which I was not, but even if I was joking about that, people know that I'm sharing it to a community that is open and welcome, and they would know it's a joke. You are allowed to joke about things, you know that. Now, I wasn't making a joke about somebody coming out, as we've just explained. I'm very pro that. In fact, it's a pinned tweet on my Twitter feed. But even if I was to be making a joke about a bright pink skin, it is a joke. Is that worth a ban? To have a joke at a skin in-game? I see people asking in the Gears of War TC official Twitch channel, hey, can we have a pregnant Kate skin? Is that not treating women in a disgusting way? Oh, we only want this character so she can have a bikini skin? Are we going to ban those posts as well? There's only one other thing that sparked some discussion, and this is where I believe I was banned. There was a liked tweet about South Park, and I stand by this, so if you want to ban me for this, you keep me banned. There was a tweet about South Park. There was a boss that was a shapeshifter. He was an illusionist, and he could change shape. He changed shape into a different gender. But another boss character came in to fight it. They tackled, they fought, and eventually, when he sort of tackled the boss down, he revealed, sort of, ta-da, I'm actually not that gender. I'm not that gender. To which the character responded, I knew you weren't that gender. You didn't look like a real woman. Now, the developer and other people on Twitter liked this post that trans people are killed in the streets because of this. I do not believe that transgender people are killed in the streets because of South Park and because of video games. And surely the creators of Gears of War, a blooming violent video game, know that violence in video games don't cause people to kill people. This is something I'm passionate about. And also, to note, I'll tell you exactly how another company handled this. Path of Exile was a company where their community manager, called Bex, put out a tweet that PewDiePie should control his audience better when that horrible massacre happened and people were shot up in New Zealand. When that happened, she issued the statement that PewDiePie should have controlled his audience better, as if he was to blame. No, I said that is completely wrong. I completely disagree with that. And you know what happened? She deleted the tweet and I was still allowed to play the game. You know what happened here? I had a disagreement with a developer, and no, she wasn't tagged in the post. No TC member was tagged in the post. This was me giving my own opinion that I did not believe that trans people could be killed in the streets because of a video game, and I said that we should focus less on this silly politics and more on fixing the game, and if that is why I should be banned, then so be it. 3 to 4 TC members came onto that post. They were not tagged, they were not following me, I was not following them, they were not included in the discussion. They chose to get involved in this discussion, and when I said the following, all hell broke loose. I said to them, what is the point of 4 TC members coming onto my own private YouTube page to tell me to be quiet, to tell me to stop following people, to tell me to stop talking about certain things? I said it's pointless. 4 TC members coming onto this page. You work for TC, you're obviously going to back up somebody else that works for TC. All you're doing is stirring the pot and getting people involved. Nobody else needed to be involved in this, but because 4 TC members tweeted from their official 4 TC official accounts to say, hey, you shouldn't talk to the dev, politics doesn't matter, stop following her and follow the official community page. And I said, whoa, it's got nothing to do with that. If you don't like what I'm saying, then we can disagree. We're adults. And you know what I did after it? I apologized. These are some links in the description. I apologized to the TC staff and to Deedlight. I said, listen, you weren't included in the conversation. It wasn't about you. It was just me giving my opinion on things. And I'm sorry that it blew up your mentions and it may have caused some stress in your evening. I tagged Kilo and Sarah and I said with the following: apologies for any misunderstanding. It's hard to fit everything you want to say into limited character format, and I'll be honest, we were introduced to this developer on their personal account, so I presumed that it was her preferred means of communication. And that was it. That is all the drama I've had in 1.5 years from actual developers. Everything else, balance, everything else, in-game, completely sweet. That is it. So, I'm obviously a very pride-friendly, regular dude that's open and welcoming to hearing all sides of the argument. I am a discussion channel. Sometimes we have disagreements, sometimes we agree, sometimes people rut heads, we can't come to an agreement and we shake hands and we say, well, I guess we disagree. We agree to disagree. Well, apparently on the internet anymore, there is no agree to disagree. Apparently the way to handle it is to take a player that's been playing the game and discussing it and helping grow a community with over 1.5 million views. Yes, 1.5 million views on his channel from Gears 5 alone recently, coming from zero subs, 0 views to generate 1.5 million on my own. How many others have done that? How many others have been told that they were, quote, the reason the sort of discussion levels improved? So I have no idea why I'm banned. Those are the only 2 instances. Me talking about a skin, having a laugh and a joke, and 2, saying I wish we'd focus less on politics and more on Gears. And she has and TC have got every right to say, listen, if she wants to discuss politics on her own personal account, she can do. And I agree. You can discuss whatever the hell you want on your own personal account, and it's Twitter, and I can discuss how I feel about it on my personal account. I was not rude about it. I didn't insult anyone. So if that's how you want to spin it and ban it, you can take any tweet out of context. That is the problem with Twitter, limited character format. People don't read everything. People don't know about people's character. They just see like a blanket statement and think this means that, that means this, that means that, and they jump to hundreds of conclusions, and then you get banned. So I was taken aback that this was the approach the coalition decided to take, especially after, you know, immediately issuing apologies for things that really didn't actually merit apologies, but I took it out of my own back to apologize. And for them to basically give me no communication, it sucks. Now, interestingly, when I went to make my statement on my YouTube channel, it was immediately taken down for being deceptive. I appealed it, it was re-allowed, and then it was immediately taken down for being deceptive again. This could have been a hate group that has formed because the coalition have let people speak about me in a derogatory way. It's affected my mental health, something that I often talk about. I'm not one of these people that pull up the mental health line when it suits them. Anybody that has followed my channel and my Twitter know I actively talk about mental health. In fact, it was only a couple weeks ago where I did a big long Twitter thread about my mental health, and one of the coalition staff members themselves said, it's really great that you can talk about this and it will help other people. So I'm not just plucking this out of thin air, it's actually something I'm passionate about. So for, you know, your team to basically allow a hate mob to form and send me tons of abuse absolutely sucks. And honestly, I don't want to play Gears 5 anymore after the way I've been treated. I feel like I've been cast aside like some sort of evil villain for... What is it for? Is it for critiquing the game, which I'm allowed to do? I bloody love Gears of War. Clearly all of my critique is to help the game. I said the last tuning was brilliant. You know what I mean? So I'm fair. I've got videos called the top 10 positive things about Gears 5, the top 10 best things about Gears 5. I've got hours and hours, hundreds of hours of footage of me being positive about Gears 5 on stream. I've got probably hundreds of hours of me saying this thing could be improved, that thing could be improved. That's what discussion is. So if you're going to ban me for discussion, it's bullshit. I'm sorry, I'll say it how it is. It's bullshit, and I think it's completely wrong. If you haven't banned me for discussion, then literally the only thing I can think is that I tweeted about some politics and you didn't like it and you've decided to ban me. Well, frankly, I think that's unacceptable. One, what I said really wasn't wrong. And two, it's a video game. I'm talking on Twitter. Block me on Twitter, mute me, give me a warning, say, hey, we don't do that, move on. But to have 4 TC members really did feel like we're ganging up on me and trying to make a point. What it feels like, and I can only speculate, is it felt like you were looking for any opportunity to ban me, and you've done so. And all of the good faith that I've built up with the coalition over the years, all of my enjoyment with the franchise has just, boom, it's just gone down to zero. So I've gone from Gears 5. I'm not coming back. I'm making a stand. This is my statement. I think what happened was absolutely ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. You can read my full statement. That's all I've got to say on the matter. You know, I would have loved to have helped this franchise get better. I've tried my absolute best. But to be completely ignored, banned, and then silenced absolutely is horrendous. And to let people form hate groups, you've got moderators talking shit about me on Reddit, on Discord, you've got Twitter hate mobs, you've got people DMing me. And this is a company that literally said, oh, we're going to ban people that affect our safe space and affect and create harassment groups. You're allowing that to happen right now to a valid member of the community. So it seems like you've made your bed and now you're gonna lie in it, because I'm not getting on my knees and doing a big apology video to say please unban me. I'm my own man. I make mistakes. I do some good stuff, and if you want to ban me for this game, then that's the decision you've made. If you want to reconsider and unban me, that's fine, but I am not going to spend my evenings asking for an unban when I can't even communicate with you and I was never actually given a reason for my suspension. So that is the story. That is why a member of the Gears of War community has left. That is why I've moved on. That's all I've got to say. It's all speculation, and also I don't want to make this about GGZII. I'm sure GGZII's a lovely woman. She tries her absolute best. I've seen her drawings. She comes from like a Disney background, monster creation background in Anthem. I'm sure she's an absolute fantastic developer. All I was doing was just having a discussion. So it seems like we can't even do discussion anymore. So that's that. I didn't want to name GGZII in this video because I don't even know if that's the reason I'm banned. I'm just trying to sort of come up with some theories as to why. I could have left her unnamed, but with her being named in the twit longer, I thought it was best just to say it out loud. I mean, no ill harm to any of the TC members, any of the staff or anything like that. I've always been amicable with them, but you can tell right now I'm frustrated, I'm pissed off, because I've basically been treated like be a good little boy and say, oh, I really apologize for everything I've done, please unban me. And no, I'm not admitting guilt because I didn't do anything wrong. So that's my statement. I think Twitter's an awful platform. I'm probably not going to be using Twitter in future because it's just awful for discussion. Nothing ever gets solved on there. As one of your former developers even said, Twitter is a horrendous place. It's great if you want someone to tear down. It's shit if you want to build something up. So even, you know, one of your former devs thinks the platform's shite. So, you know, if you want to keep me banned for that, so be it. That was it, boys. That was my return. I don't know when this video has gone up because my channel has been banned. I just queued this to upload, and then hopefully when my random ban gets removed, you can see this. Not to mention, because I haven't been able to upload, I've lost income. I had great traffic on my channel. I haven't been able to stream because, I'll be honest, I felt like I was going to get a massive hate group coming towards me, and I didn't want that mental stress and fatigue. So, you know, that's something that you have helped do. So thanks for that. That's been absolutely wonderful dealing with that. So I haven't been able to stream, lost all my Twitch subscribers. I had 100 subscribers. I've got like 12. Haven't been able to get any new YouTube members because I can't put out membership only videos, and I haven't been able to chat to them, and I haven't wanted to stream or even do anything because I felt like I was going to get a load of abuse for it, unmerited abuse as well. So thanks for making me feel like complete shit for the past week or whatever it's been. Yeah, really great way to treat a community member. Thanks very much.